Howdy y'all. Good afternoon. How is everyone today? It is chilly here. It is literally freezing. Can you see my breath? I don't know if you can, but yeah, it is 0 degrees. Our weather's been a little crazy. It wants to get warm, but yes, good afternoon, Ben. But it keeps getting back cold. I don't know. Tomorrow we're supposed to be 20 Celsius. Any of y'all see 20 Celsius in your wintertime? I mean, if it's 20 and sunny tomorrow, it's going to be really nice. Genghis, hello. And Sue, hello. Yeah, so tomorrow's supposed to be warm, sunny, 20 Celsius. That'll be a nice day. Right now it's 0 Celsius. Yesterday was so windy. That live stream was horrible. I don't even know who all was there. I couldn't see. Terry. Good to see you, Terry. It's nice to have you in the live stream. I know Terry was there yesterday. But yeah, I listened back. It was so windy. I apologize. The sound was bad. I think the video was bad when I was in Trader Joe's. Probably I wasn't getting a very good signal in there. That was the wrong day to do that live stream. It even got copyrighted. My live stream got copyrighted because some of the stores I was in were playing music. It's so crazy. So yeah, so it was cold and wet there, huh, Ben? Yeah, it's not raining. Looks like the sun's gonna come out, but it's just cold. So I apologize for that live stream. That wasn't great. I mean, you could see some stuff. Maybe, hopefully, you enjoyed some of that, but it was too windy to be out. And yeah, it was cold. So, British theater today. It's another thing I love. It's plays, musicals, live theater. I go a lot here. Neil, good to see you. I go a lot here. Love Broadway. So do 2 of my children. Autumn will put up with it, but Jade and Sage both love Broadway. So, gotta get into British theater talk today. And I'm probably gonna start, well, I'm gonna definitely react to some theater type topics. Some I'm interested in when I come there. Just seeing some live theater. Is anyone else a fan? You folks like to go to plays? Attend the theater? You have a big, strong tradition there. For sure. Really, really strong tradition there. So, but before I do get into that, you guys know I like to chat a little bit, and I like to talk about my channel and how it's doing. And, you know, only you folks in the live stream know what's coming next. And because I tell you, and how my channel's going. So you like the theater, but you don't get to go? Oh, Neil, I'm going to work today, right after my live stream. So, yeah, I do think of y'all kind of as my team. I like to work in a team. That's why I talk about my channel usually at the first part of the live stream. I like to bounce ideas off of you. I get ideas. You know, even the folks in the community I think of as part of the team, because I put those polls up. Usually about 100 people vote. So that's not just y'all from the live stream. That's other people that interact with the community page. And, you know, they help guide my channel a little bit by what order things come out in, or maybe what foods I try next. And yeah, I like to talk about it in my live stream so that, you know, hopefully y'all feel a part of the channel. And you're guiding it more so because you give me ideas sometimes. I'm looking for some today. as to where to go next with my channel. And so, I mean, let's see, today came out the North York Moors. I thought that video was good. I enjoyed it. That kid, he's as soon as he started and it was windy, and he goes, I'm going to go put my tent up on top of that hill, I was shaking my head. I was like, that is not a good idea. It's going to be too windy up there. You kind of learn that. It's funny to watch. Like, at one point he goes, kind of wish it would rain so I could test the seams out on my new tent. No, you don't. Don't ever wish for rain when you're camping. You could test those seams out at home. And then he had trouble with his gas. That just happened. He couldn't cook. That's a part of wild camping. That's part of hiking. That's just things go wrong. Sometimes that's part of the fun. But yeah, he had to eat cold canned corned beef and cheese. Sue, what was that cheese he had? Said it was from York. Or Yorkshire cheese. Looked pretty good. He's probably glad he had that because he couldn't cook his meal. And I liked what he was doing with his meals, cooking foods in areas where he's camping. So he was trying to make Wednesday hash or Monday hash. Wensleydale cheese, huh, Sue? Is that good? I never seen that in the stores. He was trying to cook, I think, Monday hash, he called it, or which must be from that area. You ever eat that, Sue? Yes. She says. Or maybe she's saying yes, the cheese is good. I don't know. I love that idea. I'm going to start trying to do that sometimes with my channel. If I react to a certain area and combine that with tasting of food from that area. But I don't really know a lot of regional food. Like, oh, fish and chips, but that's not, I mean, I guess it's from the coast, but not specifically a certain region. Like, I never heard of that hash that he was cooking from Yorkshire. I only ever heard of, like, Yorkshire pudding. So I don't know. I'd like to know some more regional foods. Maybe you could tell me right now in the comment, like, what's a food to your region that maybe I could try when I react to those regions. Oh, Sue says also make, oh, I gotta pull that back up. Sue's telling me something. Also make hash with normal stew meat instead of corned beef. Yeah, that's probably much better. I think, you know, for camping, it's probably easier for him to have a can. But yeah, I bet it's better with stewing. So anyway, I thought that was a good video. I quite enjoyed that. And I put out Inverness, which was just kind of I decided to do last minute. Next time you eat beans on top. Oh, I think, I don't know, Neil was trying to say something. He might have typoed it. So, Inverness. So, well, I mean, yesterday, the day I live streamed, I put out like 5 videos. And one of them, I had 2 of them slated to go. Newcastle Nightlife and ranking the national parks. Those were going to be my 2 for yesterday. And then Kelvin Grove, the museum, was scheduled for today. But I put it out yesterday. And then I substituted Inverness today for where Kelvin Grove was going to go. And then I did a couple of fun ones yesterday, just real quick. The haggis and the slang one. The slang quiz. Did y'all watch that? See, I did pretty good in that, and that's thanks to you guys, my team. I did that slang live stream, and I learned a bunch of slang. And then I got a bunch of them right. Terry, where you're from, cheese and cider, see? Yeah, so Terry, so you're from, it's either Hayworth or Haworth. Is that in Somerset? Ben's from that area too. Because cider and cheddar is Somerset, right? Yes, okay. I didn't look up on the map. And I need to know, is it Hayworth? Can you write that out? Or is it Haworth? Because I'm going to react to that. I don't know how to say it. It's H-A Worth. If it's Hayworth, write that out for me, H-A-Y. But I think it's Haworth. Haworth. Sue's telling me. Haworth. Okay, Haworth. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to react to that soon, Terry. I'm super interested, and I found a video that I think's good to react to. I already looked it up. I was like, the Bronte sisters, I gotta look that up. So that's in Somerset. I didn't look at it on the map. Well, say hey, Ben. Y'all are both, y'all have a nickname for people from Somerset? Y'all are both in that area. Okay, so yeah, and then I was thinking about making haggis, but I can't get lamb lung. I put out that video to see and then look up the ingredients. I can't get lamb lung. It is banned since 1972 in the U.S. I could do it. They do it here without, missing, say, the lamb lung, because they serve it here in restaurants, but no lamb lung. But I figured I'll just get everyone's. That's not authentic. The point of haggis is to hide the flavor of those often not used meats. That's the whole point. The spices, the oats, to hide the flavor. I don't think anyone ever eats haggis and goes, you know what? Can't taste the lung. Because that's the whole idea, is to hide the flavor so you can't taste the lung. And Ben says you can't think of a nickname for Somerset people. I couldn't see all that. Let me see if I can. I do like to read them. Everyone thinks we're all farmers, though. Are you? Ben, were you saying you just got a new combine in the music? I remember seeing something about getting a new combine. I was like, what? Are you farmer? Are you all farmers in Somerset? My grandpa was a farmer. Much respect. Yeah, smash the like button, Neil. It does help the channel. No one watches. I've already determined about 30 people in total watch the live stream, and including the live stream playback. It's just for us. That's why I think of y'all as like, y'all are my team. Help me. And Ben, I don't know if you guys know this. That was song lyrics for the Wurzels. Okay, about the combine. I was like, Ben got a combine. I was impressed. It's funny. But I was also confused. Like, what? We're talking about music. So what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say Ben. For those of you who don't know, Ben was like my first subscriber. He saw my very first videos that were horrible. Don't go back and watch them. I didn't know what I was doing, and Ben was like, "I'm gonna subscribe." It popped up. I remember. I got a subscriber. I looked. It was some guy named Ben. He's been here from the beginning. And some of you others have too, but you remember your first, as I started the channel, I was, oh, I got a subscriber. Yeah, I don't know what you saw, Ben. Those first videos were not good. But thank you. So yeah, I think of all of you as like my team. So tomorrow coming out, yeah, Ben, #1 fan. You were the first. Could have been anyone, but it was you. Coming out tomorrow is Snowdonia reaction, and it's good. It's real good. Beautiful, isn't it? And also the Yorkshire is just a general regional. It does include the Yorkshire Dales and other stuff. So those will come out tomorrow. And now I kind of got a question for y'all. So I put up in the polls, it was the North York Moors won the poll. Snowdonia came in second, and the Yorkshire Dells came in third. I'd see that, Neil. You're asking me something. Have you looked at 10 Things America Stole from Britain? That's an eye-opener for some Americans. I have not, Neil, but maybe it's something I'll look at. I'll check it out. Sometimes I'm not so surprised by stuff like that because I'm a fan of the UK already. So sometimes I see stuff like that and I'm like, I can't react because everyone's going to want me to be surprised and I already knew that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't always catch me off guard, those type of videos. I wish it did, but I'll look at it. I'll look it up. So, okay, in that poll, Yorkshire Dells came in third. And then I watched that ranking of the national parks, and he put it low. Not that it's bad, but just lower than the other ones. And then he ranked number one, Pembrokeshire, which I believe Pembrokeshire Coast is in Wales. I'd never even heard of. And he ranked it. So I'm kind of thinking that tomorrow's General Yorkshire video is because it does have the North, it does have the Yorkshire Dells in it. I'm just counting that. And I'm gonna do Pembrokeshire the next day because it just looks good. And then my other question for you guys, or I guess my first one is, so in the next poll, Silly won, and then Sterling, and then Ipswich got like almost no votes. And I'm interested in Ipswich, but I don't know how good it will do. So here's where I'm at, is in my upcoming, I'm kind of at an impasse, and here's where I need help. In my upcoming city reactions, I've done all your major cities, population-wise, when I look on the map. And now there's some smaller ones, and I don't know what I should do. Like Ipswich, I thought was interesting to me, but in the polls, no one seemed to care. So if I put out a video about that, I guess it's just for me. But are there any cities I've missed, is what I'm saying, that you think would be good? I see places like, let's see. I see a lot of coastal towns, Straits maybe, that I just found out about. Do you think that would be a popular video? Or I see Plymouth, or what, did I see Strathmore? Canterbury, I see Canterbury. I thought about Canterbury, Sue. You think that'd be a good one? I need some new cities, is what I'm saying, but they're gonna be smaller ones. I'm interested in Litchfield, but will anyone else be? I don't know. Are there other cities? What about places like in the Hebrides? Is there any place up there in those islands that I should look at? Because I don't know. What about Shetland? This is way up there on a tiny island, right? Would that be a good one? Aberdeen? Or I just don't know if you guys have any suggestions about cities I should look at that I haven't looked at yet. Sue said Canterbury. And I see I should be getting into the topic in a minute, and I'm still on this, but let me just ask y'all a couple more questions and I'll move on. I want to cook something. You know, it says 13 hours to save Britain, World War II, the Battle of Britain, true story, very interesting. Okay, I can definitely look that up. That would be interesting to me for sure. Places is my main topic. I put a place out every day if I can, sometimes two. And then I fit in things like history, culture, literature, British theater, music, other topics, quizzes that I'm interested in. So those are secondary. But I will look that up. I do like UK history. So yeah, I don't know what to cook next. Cornish pasties maybe, bowling squeak. I want to cook something. I mean, I did chip buddy. I did beans on toast. That wasn't cooking, really. Didn't seem like it. And those videos are doing pretty good. They both did pretty good. I want to cook something. I don't know what. You know, something real. Something I gotta cook. I see that Max Miller has a haggis. British Sunday lunch, Neil says. Is that your Sunday roast? So we call Sunday lunch? Max Miller's channel Tasting History, he does have a haggis, and he's in the U.S., so he made it with what he could get. I don't know if I should do that or not. He also has medieval apple pie, but I'm thinking about doing that. I'd like to couple something with one of his tasting history videos. Okay, y'all are all suggesting roast. Okay, I'll just get to that because I had that written down. Besides Sunday roast, what else? Because I am going to do a Sunday roast. And I was going to tell you about it right here. Okay, so my Christmas is way different than Thanksgiving. I can't do a full English breakfast, Terry, because I can't get your black pudding. I can't. The closest thing I can get is Blood First, the German version. So I wish I could do your full English breakfast. So my Thanksgiving, everyone, my whole family comes. My grandkids, y'all know I have 5 kids total, and 7 grandkids. So Thanksgiving is full. They all know I cook. Everyone comes to my house. Thanksgiving is my holiday. Christmas, I won't see any of them except for Sage, who lives with me. So the cooking is different on Christmas. I'll see my other kids like Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, but Christmas Day, because they spend Thanksgiving with me, they'll spend with their other in-laws on Christmas Day. So it's just 2 of us for our Christmas. Now, normally I'll cook a ham. I've done lots of stuff. I've done goose, I've done rabbit. I could make scones, Terry. That's a good idea. But I wanted to cook something hearty. I've been doing like, you know, scones. I probably will do scones. I want to do something more like meat. Like a pasty or bubble and squeak, something like that. So for Christmas, you know, I do a variety. Normally ham is pretty traditional in the U.S. for Christmas. But instead, I've decided I'm going to do your full Sunday roast. And I'll film that. And Sage and I will celebrate our Christmas with your full Sunday roast. How's that sound? And I think we'll save the Victorian sponge cake to make on Christmas. So on Christmas, Sage and I will have all British food. Lancashire hot pot. Okay, I'll look that up, Terry. Yes, that's what I need. Lancashire hot. I don't know what that is. Now, if it's like just stew, and I've had that before, I won't make that. But if it's something different I never had, I'll look that up. Thank you, Terry. So yeah, my Christmas will be a Sunday roast. And I'll make it good. I'll make it proper. You'll see. I'll show y'all. I'll make some good cooking videos. No, Ben, I never heard of Stargazy pie. This is what I'm looking for. See, y'all are my team. You're helping me out. Now I'll look up Stargazy pie and see what that is. What is that from Somerset? It says, if I want a good life, then look at Lee Evans, Peter K., Mickey Flanagan. Okay. Again, those are secondary. I do appreciate it. Hey, Michelle. I'm glad you're here. She says, Christmas pudding, mince pies, traditional trifle. Well, I think we're going to have Victoria sponge cake on Christmas. I'm going to delay it, and we'll make that be our next dessert. That stuff y'all have has liquor in it. Dessert. I don't like liquor desserts. Okay, so also during Christmas, just so y'all know, every day during the week of Christmas, oh, Ben's telling me something. Ben says it's a fish pie, but the heads of the fish stick out and look at you. It's Cornish. Okay, that's fine with me. I can get fish heads. I make fish heads too. I'm not freaked out about that. I don't like peas and I don't like peanut butter, but I don't mind fish heads. Okay, so that's a good one, stargazing. During Christmas was coming up on my channel, the week of Christmas, guaranteed one Christmas video every day in addition to my place. I have a couple that June suggested, the York Christmas Market, the Whitby Christmas Run. Those will come out, and other Christmas related videos. Yeah, see, Michelle, you say I could make the trifle without alcohol, but then the comments will be full of why did I make that? It's not authentic. I haven't tried it properly. You know what I'm saying? I don't like reading all those comments. I mean, according to the comments, I did beans on toast wrong. Smell of peanut makes me vomit. Hate the smell, Neil says. I like peanuts. I don't like peanut butter. It's the texture, I guess. I don't know. So Christmas, I'm also going to do my live stream UK versus US Christmas. I'll do it live from my living room in the evening in front of my Christmas tree. I'll do that Christmas week. So get ready for Christmas week. Hey Sam, I know you can't, Michelle's like, you can't please all the people all the time. Michelle, you can't please people any of the time, but I try to avoid it. You know what I mean? Like if they're going to hassle me about how I ate my beans on toast, I'm not going to make a dessert that's supposed to have liquor without it. Okay, Sue, should try and find English crackers for Christmas. Oh, okay, I do know what those are. Yeah, no, we do have those. There's two people pull them. We have those. They're just not. Well, in that live stream, I'm going to, you know, it's called UK versus US Christmas. Terry, steak and kidney pie is good. Yeah, I'd probably make that. When I do my Christmas UK versus US, it's not like a battle. I'm just going to talk about your traditions and our traditions, and I'm sure crackers will get mentioned. And I got a little something I'm planning for each one of you. Try Bailey's on hot mince pies and double whipped cream. You know, I don't like a lot of liquor, Sam. But yeah, so that'll be a cool live stream that I'll do Christmas week. And if you guys can, man, I'm going long on this. I'll have to cut my British theater talk a little short. If you guys can post in the community, you know, Sue does sometimes, Michelle has, Ben, Nathan, post up in the community. It helps my channel. Even if you can't post pictures, you know, post up in there something. I like pictures. I'd love to see like what we do in the US, maybe you do it too, is Throwback Thursdays. You post an old picture of yourself, a throwback picture. That'd be cool. We could do Mondays, pet days, post up picture of your pets. Posting in the community helps the channel build subscribers and be seen more often. And I kind of want to do something from pictures you post in my Christmas live stream. So help me out, post some pictures. If you got, post your Christmas tree picture. It doesn't have to be a picture of you. Post up pictures of, if you can't post for some reason, email it to me, I'll post it for you. Okay, I'm trying to rush through my notes. Okay, Michelle is here, Tales of Britain, and we're planning a collaboration, and I wanted to just mention that. She's starting work on it. We're going to put together a video together and post it on both channels. Isn't that cool? I think Michelle's like my sister channel, like cities have sister cities. She's in the UK, I'm in the US. We're going to collab together on a video. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. We'll chat more about it later, Michelle, but I just wanted to promo it. I think that's going to be fun. It'll be cool. Something spooky, right? From history, I believe is what we're going for. And here's some things that I want to do that are coming up soon on my channel, Pluckly. This is just for y'all's information. The live stream team, Pluckly's coming soon. Have y'all lost sound? Sue says she's lost sound. Anybody lose sound? Sorry, Sue. I'll wave at you. Hey, Sue. I'm still talking to you. Your sound is cutting out. Huh. I don't know. I mean, nothing's changed on this end. Terry says it's fine. Y'all got storms outside? Maybe? Is that affecting your Wi-Fi? I don't know. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. Okay, so coming up, Pluckley, I'm gonna do. I buffered for a bit. Let me see if my connection's good. I don't know if I can. Well, I can't really check. I'm just gonna have to keep going. Sam says it's okay. So coming up, Pluckley, the Haunted Village, Haworth. I'm definitely doing soon. Watch for that, Terry. A London literary tour. I'm going to be doing more food, some music. Music does really good on my channel. Eli Cathedral's coming soon. Ben's sent me a few videos that are coming soon. This is it pronounced CERN Giant? I'm not sure how you say it, but I'm going to react to that. More national parks, more cities. Oh, and if you guys, last thing I'll ask is if, so I did the Sunderland and Tyne Derby rivalry. What other big sports rivalries maybe I should react to? Okay, good, soon, been or better now. Yeah, if there's any other big rivalries, football, rugby, cricket, I might do some reactions to more sports rivalries. So let me know, what are the big ones? Yeah, let me know, what are the big rivalries in sports I might react to. Okay, now let me just get to the topic. I'm way in, but you know what? I pulled up a couple articles about British theater, and one of them was super detailed, all about the history. And I loved it. American trucks versus European trucks. Neil, I wouldn't want to do that because, I mean, we win. I don't want to do that. I mean, we got way more trucks, bigger trucks. Trucks out the gazoo. I wouldn't want to do that. Cricket, the Ashes, which is on ATM at the moment. Okay. Cricket, the Ashes. I don't know what the Ashes is, but I'll look it up, Michelle. That's the name. That's what I need. Information like that I don't even know. Isle of Man time trial. Technically, it's sort of part of the UK. I've been thinking about doing Isle of Man. But it is its own autonomous place. People like watching Americans react to our football chants. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, I don't want rude on my channel. Oh, I saw something. I'll be surprised, Neil says. What would I be surprised? Oh, American trucks versus European trucks. I'm going to stay away from that, Neil. It's just, already, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the controversy. I mean, just on numbers alone, we have so many more trucks than you. I mean, they're all over the place. I can see they're everywhere. They even commercial trucks rather than pickups. Okay. Yeah, again, probably not a topic that, like, I try to stick to something that interests me and that I feel like would interest a large majority of other people. But Chuck, good to see you. I think you're new in the community, huh? In the live stream. Yeah, it's good to see you. But yeah, to be honest, and trucks don't interest me, and I don't think it would pull in a huge, like, music pulls in tons of subscribers and interests me. I try to stay on those type topics. Mountain biking down steep declines, I love cycling, but you don't see me react to it a lot, even though it's one of the biggest loves of my life. But I don't react to it because I don't think it interests a lot of other people. Chuck says, we are 30 years ahead of you there. First live, talk high off. You're 30 years ahead of us in what? Thousands of years ahead of us in lots of stuff. Yeah, sometimes the comments don't come, like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you 30 years ahead of us in? Trucks? How is that? I mean, I appreciate the chat, Chuck, but I'm not interested in trucks. I'm sorry. So I pulled up this article about the history of the British theater, and it's super long and detailed, and I read the whole thing, and all about the history of theater there in the UK, how it all started with churches, how it went through the Shakespearean era, and super detailed and probably boring to you. So, and because now I kind of talked too long about my channel, I don't think I'm going to talk much about the history. But I read a uh, very interesting article about the history of the British theater, and I filed all the information away in my head and learned a lot. Sam says, Mr. Bean reactions. I appreciate you guys with the suggestions. I am looking for new cities to do. If you got any more new city suggestions, that's what I'm looking for, Sam. So I do have, and this is something I can ask y'all about. I do have a list of the best playhouses in the UK. And if any of you have been to any of these, I want to kind of read some of these out loud. Most of them I've heard of, some of them I haven't. Neil says, check out what Britain do for the US, like invention. Okay, thank you, Neil. But I want to read off some of these top playhouses in the UK. Let me know if you've been there, and let me know if there's like, oh, they didn't mention this playhouse. Because I'm going to start reacting to some of these and some British theater reactions about the history of it all. And so tell me what they left off on this list. These are the top, what's the name of this article? Discover the best performing arts venues in the United Kingdom. Okay, so what do they leave off, or have you been to any of these? The Royal Opera House in London. Yeah, obviously, right? I could react to that. There's probably a lot of stuff. Do you think I should react to it? Let me know. Let me know about all these. Should I react to them? Is there anything left off? Number 2, the National Theatre in London. Has anyone been there? I could certainly react to that, right? And probably will. Do you do pantomimes in the US? I mean, yes. They're not that popular. I grew up, I was a theater kid. I'm not gonna lie. I was in theater when I was a kid. That's why I love the theater. I've done pantomimes. But yeah, they're not very popular. Are they popular there? Neil says yes. But see, Neil, when you comment yes, I don't know what you're yesing. But Neil is being very positive. Okay, number 3, the Royal Albert Hall in London. Sue's been to Covent Garden Opera House. Okay, Michelle mentioned that before, I think. So I definitely could react to the Royal Albert Hall in London, and probably will. These top ones. See, now here's one I didn't know about: the Festival Theatre in Edinburgh. I see a picture of it. Looks pretty nice. It says, a jewel in the crown of Edinburgh, the Festival Theatre boasts a vibrant arts scene. So, see, that's a new one. Do you think that's worth? Should I react to the Festival Theatre? Sue says yes to Albert Hall. Yeah, see, that interests me. And it's number 4, so it's a big one, I guess. I never heard of. Number 5, Royal Exchange Theatre in Manchester. Again, not heard of it. Looks gorgeous. I see a picture of it. Okay, so maybe that's one. Has anyone ever been to the Royal Exchange Theatre in Manchester? Feel like I should react to that. How about number 6, the Lyric Theatre, Belfast in Northern Ireland? I did a Northern Ireland reaction. It got no watches. But Lyric Theatre in Belfast? Has anyone ever heard of that? It says it's a must-visit landmark in Northern Ireland. The Lyric Theatre. Huh. I don't know if I should do that one or not. Do you think it will or won't get views? Number 7 is Theatre Royal, Glasgow, Scotland. Have not heard of that. Michelle says she mentioned the ROH and Drury Lane in your Covent Garden videos. And she's been to both in the Royal Albert Hall. Yeah, you like live performance. I can tell. Maybe we could collab on something like that too. But yeah, the Hippodrome in Bristol, Terry says. I'm moving. They're mowing the lawn. And that is not going to be good for sound. I'm almost done anyway. I don't know. How's the light? Did y'all hear that lawnmower fire up? And I was like, no. They're still mowing lawns this time of year. Let me see if I can even get in this position where I can finish this. The Hippodrome, though. Hippodrome in Bristol. Okay, that is what I need to know. Well, yeah, all of our lawnmowers are petrol lawnmowers. Pretty much. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I had to move inside. That was going to be too annoying. Somebody tell me if they heard of that Lyric Theatre in Belfast, though. Okay, here's one in Wales. Wales Millennial Centre. Oh, really? Michelle has a website dedicated to theater history. See, I'm also a theater nerd. Did you act when you were younger? I did. That's interesting. So what about the Wales Millennial Theatre in Millennial Centre in Wales? Sunderland Empire Theatre, huh, Neil? See if that's on the list. Well, that may be the end of the list. It is. So there's not very many on that list. Just the big ones. Oh, there's only 8 on that list. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad you're suggesting some other ones. Sunderland Empire Theatre. Michelle, maybe you have a list of theaters that I should maybe react to. Yeah, I'll look up the Hippodrome in Bristol. Okay. That's basically it. I guess I cut out a whole article that was super long and detailed. So that brings me to the end of my live stream a little early. But yeah, look for those things coming up on my channel. And get on the community and post up there if you don't mind. Let me know what y'all are up to. And I guess I'll just wrap it up. I appreciate everyone who's been here today, as always. And y'all can say the New Globe Theater for Shakespeare, right? Why wasn't that on the list, Sue? It should have been. And we put 8 on there. But yeah, if y'all want to say goodbye, I'll say goodbye. Sue, Neil, Sam, good to have you here. Michelle, let's chat more. Oh, there was 2 Neils here. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Hope both of you have a good day. Ben, of course, Terry, it's good to see you. Chuck, nice having you here today. I think I said Sam. Is there anyone else I'm missing? I hope everyone has a good day that was here. I always appreciate you in the live stream. And yeah, I think I got everyone. So enjoy your day. Wayne from Dallas, Texas, signing off.